Water lore. We've all heard of it, but what is it really? Today, I'm going to be getting into Martin in the Littlewoods, Eyes and Ears Alternative Universe, and all of the things about water lore that you might not know. Before we get into this video, I would like to say a couple things regarding the Eyes and Ears AU. So, this was created by a YouTuber in the Littlewood, also known as Martin, and this is an alternative universe of the Life series, which is a Minecraft series created by Minecraft YouTuber Grian. So the Eyes and Ears AU is not canon to the game. It's more of like a story regarding it. It's not actually what happens. And the majority of what I'm going to be saying is personal headcanons, as really the only canon things are that Grian is a watcher and the curses, I believe. So anyways, with all of this being said, let's really get into this video. Our story begins at Evolution, or Evo SMP. Mysterious beings called Watchers were important to Evo, sending the members on quests and things like that. Towards the end of the server, it's said that Grian joined the Watchers. After that, I believe other members started saying that the Watchers were evil. Watchers also happened to be one of the three groups, but we'll get into that later. So, fast forward a couple years, and Grian created the Life series, a Hunger Games type Minecraft series where each season has its own twists. The Watcher lore is mainly based around the Life series, so Grian is a Watcher now. But who else is? Probably Lizzie, and I have a good reason to think that. So she can pull herself out of the Life series loop, so she doesn't participate, and that may be why she's never in it, lore-wise at least. And why she always gets out early is because she doesn't need to win, as she's a Watcher. Again, this is a personal headcanon and isn't canon. So, we know that Grian and Lizzie are the Watchers, but what else is out there? Well, I saw somewhere that there are three main groups: Watchers, Listeners, and Players. Beneath that, there are subcategories: Keepers, Seekers, and Speakers. So, we've covered what a Watcher is, but what is a Listener? Well, Listeners are a different faction of sorts who are somewhat rebels and dislike the Watchers' motives. And Players are, players. Now, Keepers are certain Watchers who store players' information and memories. Seekers are not players, but other people who want to take the Watchers down. And finally, Speakers are listeners who don't just want to listen, but speak and give their own opinions. So now that we've covered the main groups, I'll explain who is most likely what role. So, Lizzie and Grian are Watchers, as I said earlier. I believe that Grian is specifically a Keeper, and Lizzie is just a normal Watcher and not a Keeper. Everyone is a player, obviously, but I also believe that Scott and Scar are Speakers, because the Watchers hate Scott and love Scar, as some Watchers hate or love Listeners. Yet they speak, so they must be Speakers. And Seekers are, again, not players who compete in the Life series. Alright, now let's talk about curses. There are the obvious ones and the not so obvious ones. We've all heard of the Canary Curse, but for those of you who don't know, it's whoever gets out first has the Canary Curse. Similar to like canaries in a coal mine, right? So for the first 4 seasons, it was Jimmy, and in season 5, Secret Life, Lizzie got it. However, Jimmy got out not very long after that. In season 6, Wildlife, Mumbo got out first, and major spoiler ahead. If you do not want Past Life spoilers, if you haven't seen Past Life episode 5, or the series in general, and just don't want spoilers, do not watch this bit. But Tango got it for season 7, which is Past Life. There is the Coal Miner Curse, which is Mumbo getting out after Jimmy, but that one has been broken, as in season 6 Wildlife, he got out first. And finally, there is the Widow's Curse. This curse is where Grian always betrays his teammates, and it really can't be broken. And then last but not least, I'm going to talk about the souls of the players. That's basically going to be what this last part is about. So, the Watchers feed off of emotions, which takes a heavy toll on these players' bodies. So, when the winners win, whenever people get out, they have something called fragments. So that's where they get hurt a lot. So, if you win, your fragments get saved and stuff like that. In between the games, the players all rest in the void. Essentially, all their souls are resting. And so sometimes when you see players sub in, again, past life spoilers, if you don't want to hear this part, just skip over it. But like Mumbo subbing in for Joel and Tango, or Run subbing in for Tango and Secret Life. That was Secret Life, I believe. That's because their souls, lore-wise, didn't get enough rest, so they're bringing in other souls that were not in it to sub in for them just for a session or two. And then once winners win, I think canonically they're teleported to like a lounge or something in the void, wherever the Watchers are. I don't know. But anyways, that's essentially all the Watcher lore. If I missed something, please let me know in the comments. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.